The difference between sunrise and sunset is that the one gives hope, while the other prepares you for hope. Good morning, bonjour, sabahul khairi, kwallafia, ekaro, ansuma, tumasum, mimomwachi. You're welcome to our next episode, and that is still on P, page 13, September 8 to 10, 2003. Religious corner. Who is not affected by religion? Pushed away beauty, or law, Jojo, and medicine, the instruments, stethoscopes. We put all aside, and we're going to the scriptures, the word of God. Good. Religious corner. There are 7 lessons. No, let's go to the extreme. Right. Oh, pen pal for a link to your line. Right to your pen pal. Okay, now that's the right side. There are 7 lessons in all, and in all, certificates would only be awarded to those who answer and excel in all 7 lessons. For the good Christians, studies in the Bible, lesson 1, your examination. Please, let me show you the page. All right, I'm sure. Lesson 1, quote the first verse of the Bible. Quote the first verse of the Bible. I challenge you, if you're a good Christian, the very first verse in the Bible. Well, maybe I can try. Whether in the beginning, I think it's in the beginning. It begins with in the beginning. Anyway, let's go. Number 2, why does the Bible make no attempt to prove there is a God? I think there's something wrong with this question. I would say, why does the Bible make no attempt to prove there is God and not a God? That's my correction. Okay, question 3. Do we have to know every detail about this creation to prove that God exists? Very nice question. Thought-provoking question. Question 4. What did God create last? What did God create last? Question 5. What animals fear man? Answer from Sule Imoro, all animals. Man is very dangerous. Dangereux. I would say all animals. Man is very dangerous. The French would say dangereux. Okay. Question 6. List the things God did. Question 6. List the things God did. A. On the first day, B. That's under question 6. B. On the second day, dash. C. On the third day, D. On the fourth day, E. On the fifth day, F. On the sixth day, G. On the seventh day, Then we go to question 7. Give 3 reasons why one should believe in God. Give 3 reasons why one should believe in God. Should the reasons be 3 or 1? Or uncountable? In my opinion, either 1 reason or uncountable. Well, maybe the Bible says 3. I'm not privy to that knowledge. So, let's see. Let's give 3 reasons why one should believe in God. Question 8. Who said the heavens declare the glory of God? Who said? In the Quran, it is God Himself who says it in the Quran. Yes. Uh, from, I think I said from around Surah 70, chapter 71 going. Mm. The Quran itself says it. The Bible view may be a bit different. So, who said the heavens declare the glory of God? Number 9, question 9. Must one see his creator with the naked eye to believe that he exists? This reminds me of the Israelis who called on Moses to bring God down so that they will see him in person. Eh? Eh? This reminds me of the Israelis. Hmm? They say they want to see God feely before they will believe that there is God. Ignorant people. Okay. Ignorant people they were. Sorry, I'm not meaning you viewers. The Israelis, I mean, of those days. Uh, Question 10. According to the theory of evolution, man should be doing what? According to the theory of evolution, man should be doing what? Question 11. What passages of scripture say that the fool has said there is no God? Yes, this is scriptural. It's direct. You have to dig into the scriptures before you go to the Bible or refer to the Bible. What passages of scripture say that the fool has said there is no God? I don't know if I will make a guess. Maybe the book of Psalms. Maybe. Okay. Question 12. Who is all seeing, all knowing, and eternal? Who is all seeing, all knowing? Basirun Alimun in Arabic or in the Quran. Huwa Basirun, all seeing. Huwa Alimun, all knowing. So you see the two sides are the same. This proves the Quran and the Bible are from the same source, and the source being the Almighty God. Mm. So who is all seeing, all knowing, and eternal? Mm. Uh, Eternal, I think Hayu Kayum. Hayu Kayum. Huwa Basirun, Huwa Alim, Huwa Hayu Kayum. Ever living, everlasting, ever existing, ever living. Okay, pardon me if I've made an error here. Okay, question 13. What are some of the things that God has done and continues to do? What are some of the things that God has done and continues to do? Hmm? In Arabic, that is Ayatul Kursiyu. La ilaha illa huwa hayyul qayyum la ta'khudhuhu sinatun wa la nawmun lahu ma fi samawati wa ma fil ard man zal ladzi yashfa'u indahu illa bi izni ya'lamu ma bayna aydihim wa min khalfihim wa la yuhituna bi shay'in min ilmihi illa bima sha'a. He's not awake, always awake. He is supporting the heavens and the earth. He never sleeps. He's not taken by sleep. La ta'khudhuhu sinatun wa la nawmun. He's never overtaken by sleep, and he doesn't sleep. You sit down, you return to read a chapter, and you sleep. No, it doesn't happen with God. And he doesn't go to bed at night. He knows everything. So this is the side of the Quran, but this is biblical. So the question still stands. What are some of the things that God has done and continues to do? I've given you the side of the Quran. Now, let's go to readers. Okay. Okay, I will still read it. Readers are reminded to submit their answers to search the scriptures. P.O. Box 14561, Accra. Okay. Let's go to the extreme right side of the paper. Answers to Bible quiz number 038. I don't know if they are given the same answers. Anyway, I'll read them. As you can see, I'll read them all the same as you see them. Answers to Bible quiz. In whose days, as a king, was Jericho rebuilt? It's a repetition. It's a repetition. If I'm doing it, it's for the benefit of those who haven't read, who haven't viewed the past videos. So I think let's do it. So let me repeat that question. In whose days, as a king, was Jericho rebuilt? Okay, the answers are here. It comes with the answers. So the answer is Ahab. 1 Kings 16 to 34. Pardon me, viewers. My knees are down for you. Old man, we are not young. We are not as we are. We can't behave like we are young. Taking meticulous care of everything. You behave anyhow. Uh, 2. Who saved the men of Jabesh in Israel from having their eyes each thrust out? Saul. The answer, Saul. 1 Psalm 11, 1 Psalm 11, 1 to 11. Yes, this reminds me of the Quran. I think it were the people of Lot when God sent some beautiful looking men to them and they wanted to sodomize them. I think God plucked out their eyes. I think so. If it's not there, pardon me again. I'm not able to remember everything precisely as I should. Okay. Question 3. Yes, question 3. Paul said that all the law was fulfilled in one word. What word? What word? And it's the word is following. Thus shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Galatians 5:14. Question 4. These 4 epistles, into brackets, letters, are said to be prison epistles, also in inverted commas, written while Paul was imprisoned. And they are Ephesians, Colossians, Philippians, and Philemon. I repeat, Ephesians, Colossians, Philippians, and Philemon. Question 5. The Jews were commanded to love strangers dwelling among them as themselves. Why? This again reminds me of our great grandfather Abraham, who was the friend of all and a friend of strangers. He loved strangers. Any stranger that came to him, he would serve him with an animal, slaughter an animal, prepare sumptuous meal for him. To the extent that he even did it to angels, and the angels declined. They said, "No, we don't eat." Oh, our great grandfather Abraham prepared. He said, "No, we don't eat. We are here for a mission. We're going to the people of Lot." So Abraham was very, very, very kind, very kind. So you see, the scriptures are similar. They are just the same, more or less the same. So the Jews were commanded. Let me repeat that. The Jews were commanded to love strangers dwelling among them as themselves. Why? 1, because they themselves were strangers in the land of Egypt. Beautiful. So, in other words, there is no stranger. Everybody is a stranger or could be a stranger. You can take a step from your home outside. The next home, you are a stranger. The next village, you are a stranger. The next land, you are a stranger. Move a day around, you are still a stranger. It's only in your house that you are not a stranger. Okay, good. Let's see. Oh, my Okroma, what question are we on? Uh-huh. Because they themselves were strangers in the land of Egypt. Leviticus 19:34. Leviticus 19:34. Now we go to question 6. Who am I? I am the book in which the account of the white stone in inverted commas, and in the stone a new name written. And the answer is Revelation. And you can find it in Rev 2:17. You will find it in Revelation 2:17. Very good side, very good writing for Christians. Especially, I say Christians especially. Mm. Uh, uh, Question 7. In the building of on this house, neither sound of hammer, nor axe, nor any other iron tool was heard. Yes, Solomon built many of his houses, homes, with the use of genes. Short, short, short. The genes, he ordered the genes to do the work for him. No sound of hammer, nothing. Quickly. And scientists have proven it. They go and see certain buildings and say, no, in those days there were no cranes. The scientists hadn't invented cranes. How were these buildings made? The answer, King Solomon actually used genes to build them. Glory be to God. All right. Yes, let me repeat that. I've talked a lot. In the building of this house, neither sound of hammer, nor axe, nor any other iron tool was heard. And the answer is the Jerusalem town. Ah, I told you, King Solomon. She's there. I tell you. Now you see, the Bible, the Quran, no difference. We're only fighting over nothing. We are only playing. When we argue Christianity, we are only playing. God just sees us as children playing. I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim. No, 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 we're only playing. So you see, the Jerusalem temple built by King Solomon, mm, Kings 6-7. So, viewers, you will see that Christianity, Islam, no. Rather, we should hammer on faith. On faith. Faith is the question, is the answer. Faith is the key word. You are Christian, it's faith that matters. You are Muslim, it's faith that matters. Anybody could be a Christian, anybody could be a Muslim. And indeed, many people run into the two religions just for some worldly aims, worldly purposes. Mm. Okay. Uh, yes, the Jerusalem temple built by King Solomon. First Kings 6-7. Question 8. Regarding honesty in trade, what did the law say? Regarding honesty in trade, what did the law say? Okay, let me read this before I make my comment. The law requiring just weights and measures, Leviticus 19:35-36. Here, the law in the Quran, the law is strictly against riba. Riba is interest. You give money to somebody and he's paying back, you say he must add 10% to it. No, 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 no. No good bacho. It's not there in the Quran. And in the Quran, we say the law requires just weights and measures. Just weights and measures. In the Quran, it is mizan, a scale. You give this right scale. And even in heaven, you are judged by scales without any cheating, mm, without favor. Your good deeds on one scale, right scale, your bad deeds on the other scale. So if you are not judging well by scale, be sure you will be questioned on Judgment Day. So in the Quran, it is scale, mizan. ما حفظ موازينه فهو في عيشة راضية وما Mumwazino fa umuhu hawia. Uh, uh, who whose scale tilts to the is heavy on the right. He has blessed life. Ishatel Radia, blessed life. Pardon me, viewers, I can make mistakes because I don't have time to refer to my scriptures before I talk. So, pardon me. So, here too, the Bible is talking about weights and measures, measuring, giving just measures. And this word just is there in the Quran several times. You will not be punished unjustifiable. Unjustifiably, I'm sorry. Nobody, no soul will be punished unjustifiable. So weigh things justly on scales, mizan. Okay, let's go to, okay, we've done that. Leviticus 19:35 to 36. Question 9. The root of all evil, according to Paul, characterized what? The love of money. That's the answer. The root of all evil, according to Paul, characterizes what? The love of money. And that is Timothy 6:10. And let me comment on that too. Long, 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 long before Paul, the scriptures have always talked against money. Money, money, money. What is money? Money is the earth is money. The universe is money. So, and I said it before, even during the youth of our elders have written that Jesus Christ and John the Baptist, alayhi salam, peace be unto them, they used to move together in their youth. And one day, John asked Jesus for advice. He said, Jesus, give me some advice. Jesus told John, never get angry. John said, no, Jesus, this answer, I can't obey it. You tell me not never to get angry. No, no way. I can't. And this also reminds me of Moses, who could be very angry at any time. Then give me another. Then Jesus said to John, okay, never yearn for money. Never yearn for money. John nodded and said, yes, that I can follow. Said, yes, that I can follow. You see how truthful they were. Small boys, when we were small boys, because they were destined to stick to the scriptures. So here, money again is talked about. So even before Paul, long, 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 long before Paul, the scriptures have always talked against money. Okay, and also women, which is zinna, in the Quran. Waywardness in sex, not sleeping with your wife. You can have a woman but sleep with them. Jesus, glory be to him, never even slept with a woman. Okay. So Jesus in turn also tells God, glory be to you. Please, don't make a mistake. Don't tell me I say glory be to Jesus. No. He also says to God, glory be to God before talking to him, like all the prophets. All right, let's go to the root. Let me repeat that. The root of all evil, according to Paul, characterizes what? The love of money. Timothy 6:10. Question 10. Of whom was it said? And in inverted commas, he believed in the Lord, and the Lord counted it to him as righteousness. And the answer is Abraham. Genesis 15 to 16. Abraham, Genesis 15 to 16. I think we've done with that. Send your answers to the minister, Kojo Akpa, Benyi, P.O. Box 14561. Minister Kojo Aqua, I salute you if you're alive. Hmm? I salute you very much, and may God bless you for educating people on the scriptures. Hmm? Uh, then I will still read this. Maybe they are still there, they are alive, or maybe they are viewing. Winners of puzzle number 190. They are the lucky winners for the week are Osofo Aduwezi, Osofo Adiwozi, P.O. Box 5876, Accra. Osofo, congrats. It's 20 years now, but I will still congratulate you. The second person was Patrick Kofi Kwapong, care of Miss Beatrice Nketia, Akpini Traditional Council, Box 131, Pando. So, Patrick Kofi Kwapong, if you're alive, I salute you. You are not, your children may be alive, they may be viewing. Your father did very well. Hmm? Very good. Now, the third winner was Cornelius Sinemo Koblache, care of Mr. Moses Amegbleto, P. Box 633, Kufridwa. So, Cornelius, I salute you. Congrats. I'll congratulate you along Osofo Aduze and Patrick Kofi Kwapong. If you are alive, I salute you. You are not, your children may be there listening. Then answers will be released 2 weeks after the publication of the puzzle. Your answers with name and address must be posted to PMP Puzzle PO Box 14561 Accra in a sealed envelope. Please note, PMP will only accept answers on original cards from PMP newspaper. Answer by fax or photocopy will not be accepted. First three correct solutions drawn win. First three, full stop. First three solutions drawn win a prize of 40,000 cedis. In those days, when you hear 40,000 cedis, you think it's money that you collect in the portfolio. It was nothing. If a paper is buying for 1,000 cedis, let me check. If a paper was buying for 1,000 cedis, so it only means you could buy 40 papers with this. Yes, this is it. Price 1,000. Price 1,000. You could. Where is this? Price 1,000. It means you could only buy 40 papers with this. So 40,000 means nothing. Viewers. Sorry, I say viewers. Yes, viewers, not listeners, viewers. I think that is the end of the paper. Yes, it is, because the remaining is not worthy reading. It's notice board, admissions, offer, second year, adverts, and the last part of it is sports. Sorry, I'm not very much interested in sports, but I apologize to those who love sports. Sports of those days, they might like it. Maybe I should start including it in my papers. I don't know to satisfy all. Ismaila Mills Maldini of Ogboro FC. Then the only Hearts player in India. Okay, I think let's see if we can do a little bit of it. You can see this picture. What's the name? Ismaila Mills Maldini Ogboro. They may be alive and they'll be watching. Unfortunately, I can't get viewers' opinion about that. Am I right? Simply because I don't love sports much means I shouldn't read sports? I think I should, because not being a woman, I still read women's area about beauty and whatnot. So let's see if we can go there. Ismaila Mills, a star in the making. Even though Ghana has found it rather difficult to qualify for the World Cup, the country continues to produce quality young stars. Yes, Ismail Amit, I've shown you the picture. Your PMP Sports discovered this highly talented young player at Maprobi, a suburb of Accra noted for producing top quality players. Ismaila Mills, who is only 12 years of age and attends Hijaz Primary School at Koligono, is in a class of his own as far as football is concerned. He loves to play the defense. He loves to play the defense role, but when he attacks, Ismaila Mills is very dangerous. Venomous, I say. Hmm? When he attacks, it's very dangerous. He features for the sensational Ogboro team at Choco, and he's always the toast of fans. Paragraph. Speaking to the PMP's force, Ismaila said he wants to play football to the highest level, and his target is to wear the national jersey and play for Black Stars. Paragraph. Popularly known as Maldini by his fans, by his fans after the great Italian defender, he said he knows God has blessed him with football talents and would train very hard to become world class footballer. To become world class footballer. Uh, Although his parents do not want him to play football but go to school and become a doctor, lawyer, or an engineer, he prefers to become a professional footballer. Leave the boy to his choice. I don't know where he is now. I'm not a football fan, so I can't tell. Paragraph. He said footballers are very rich. And I want to be rich and help my country and family. Nabasco will say "Bouin." Eh? When Nabascans will say "Bouin." Hmm? That's an exclamation. An exclamation. He said footballers are very rich, and I want to be rich and help my country and my family. Full stop. I want to sell Ghana outside through football. His local idol is Stephen Appiah of Juventus. Uh, Under it, we have sports and leisure multimedia out to promote Ghanaian stars. Sports and leisure multimedia, a sports and entertainment promotions organization, is out to promote Ghanaian stars through various programs lined up to come on television stations in the country. Speaking to Adolf Ammer, CEO of the company at his Santa Maria office in an exclusive interview, he said his outfit is out to recognize the achievements of the past heroes in sports, music, the arts, fashion, and other areas, and let them all and let them tell Ghanaians their real feelings. He said a program would start with old football stars like himself, Mohamed Pulu, Awulekwe, Peter Lamte, Abdul Razak, and boxers like Professor Azuma Nelson, Napoleon Tego, DK Poison, and film stars. Pardon me. Paragraph. Adolf said his personal contribution to the development of Ghana is getting up the outfit, which also produces educative programs for students, the youth, and others. Paragraph. He expressed that sports and leisure, the N is spelled only N, the letter N in inverted commas. Um, he expressed that sports and leisure has got a qualified personnel in the media field who are very creative, innovative, and prepared to turn around prepared to turn around the sports and entertainment scene. The sports and entertainment scene. Paragraph. He urged television fans to watch out for new programs coming on TV Africa, TV3, Metro TV, and GTV, the station of the nation. Don Fibeto, manager of the outfit, said very soon they will be working with all sports organizations and to all their video and film producers. Okay. We go to the other side of the paper. It's divided in two. Ex Oli and Has player in India. Ex Oli and Has player in India. That is Odate Lawson. I'm glad I'm reading this area. I've started adding it to my video. I was rather selfish, maybe because I'm not interested in football. I just ignore them. Mm. Okay. Former Accra Great Olympics and Hearts of Oaks defender Ni Odate Lawson, who also had a short stint in Holland, has joined the Legion of Ghana players in India. Paragraph. Lawson, who was a delight to watch between 1996 and 1998, when he started for the Black when he started for the Black Satellites and Black Meteors, now dons the colors of United Colors of Mahindra in India alongside Another Ghanaian, Samson Abbey. Paragraph. The Indian League has lately attracted some Africans and Ghanaians, and some Africans and Ghanaians are taking full advantage. Full stop. Paragraph. Other Ghanaians in the Indian League are goalkeeper Eddie Ansah of Churchill Brothers of Churchill Brothers, Sule Musa of Churchill Brothers, Sule Musa of East Bengal, Yusuf Yakubu, who won the Goal King title last season, and Jackson Yeboah. Paragraph. Meanwhile, Accra House of Oak have refused the 20 million cedis offered by King Faisal for their skipper Joe Ansah, who has lost his position in the Phobian team. House officials are asking for nothing less than 80 million cedis for the experienced player who featured for the Black Starlights, into brackets, national under 17 team, brackets close, in 1995 and was part of the winning team at the World Under 17 Championship in Ecuador. Paragraph. Joe Ansah also con- Joe Ansah also captained the Black Satellites at the African Youth Championship in Morocco. He was featured for the Black Stars on a few occasions and succeeded Jacob Nete, the man who led Hearts to win African Champions League and Super Cup in 2000. Joe Ansah may be heading to Israel, the new haven for Ghanaian players, as Hearts have secured a club that gives a better offer. So you see, the young man here, Ismail Amins, is right. It's right. 12 years. He needs to travel. He needs to make money, cash, to help his parents and Ghanaians. Mhm. Now we go under that story. Another story. Isaac Boachi misses big chance. Isaac Boachi misses big chance. Kumasi Asante Kotoko's well-built striker Isaac Boachi will miss the big chance to be crowned as goal king in Ghana, as he has decided to play for a second division side in Germany, FSV Mainz 05. The man, who featured for Asante Kotoko, Obuasi Goldfields, Real Tamale United, and Gafufa Gafuha in the Premiership, will certainly miss the title he had been chasing for so many years. Yes, he had two opportunities. He has to choose one. He cannot divide himself into two. Like the same Nkrumah's minister said, as Kwame Nkrumah cannot divisible himself into twice. His ministers were not very well educated. Hmm? Okay, pardon me. Uh, he has been chasing for many years. Boachi, a keen contender for this year's Sports Writers Association of Ghana, SW into brackets SWAG swag, uh, goal goal king, has left the race for Shaibu Yakubu of Obuasi Goldfields for Versus Goldfields. Lawrence Ajay of Accra House of Oak, his teammate Nana Ahindua, and Asamoah Gyan of Liberty Professionals. Paragraph. Incidentally, Jan will also be quitting the local league as Italian club uh, Andines. Andines. Sorry, I'm not able to read this well. Andines is spelled Undines. As Italian club Andines have expressed interest in him. Full stop. Asamoah Gyan has been one of the revelations of the 2003 Kinafama League. Full stop. He announced his presence at the LG. Full stop. Top four tournament and for the LG top four tournament, and since then the Colts goal king has never looked back. Full stop. Even when his club Liberty lost 3-1 to Kotoko, he found the consolation goal through a penalty. Full paragraph. Without Bachijan, the race will be easy for Yakubu. However, he is most likely to receive some challenge from Michael Osei, also of Asante Kotoko, King Fazers Kojopoku, Elvis Opoku of Okwawu United, Pa Joe Kuma of Accra Great Olympics, his teammate Roger Odamete, David Boateng of Liberty Professionals, Valentine Atem of Goldfields, and Abraham Kudamore of Hearts of Lions, the pride of Pando. Viewers, I'm happy today. I've gone to the sports side to satisfy those who love sports. Mm. I broke my ankle in around 1970, and I was hospitalized for 3 months. I was in pain, and since then I've vowed never to play football, and I've never liked it. So I've been a selfish person. I think from now I'll start reading the football column or the sports column to satisfy a section, so that I don't satisfy only a section of viewers. Thank you very much, Ilalekai. Yes, I believe when we come back, we finish this paper. When we come back, we shall be going to the side of the Quran. Mm. The English people say all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, and all play and no work makes Jack a lazy boy. Am I right? Or did I turn it around? All work and no play makes Jack. I don't know. Well, whatever it is, I am going to the Quran, or we're going to the Quran in our next video, and we shall go to chapter 6, Surah Al-An'am, God willing, in our next video. When we finish with that, so that we can now revert to the tablets again. So be prepared, viewers. Thank you very much. Bye bye.